Hi guys. So recently I was watching like a YouTuber's short documentary on Columbine, and school shootings are something that I always end up dissecting on my free time for myself. And something that I notice people tend to bypass a lot when it comes to topics like this is we in my own spare time I was kind of thinking like ever since Columbine happened, it seems like a portal. Like I use that terminology in my when I'm trying to make sense of energy or dynamics and stuff. It seems like a portal tore open to chaos in America, where it led to like hundreds and hundreds of more shootings, and it never stopped. And to me, it should be no surprise by now that America is a society built on delusion, and so delusion means that like we like to sweep things under the rug. We don't like to look at it until it gets too bad that we can't ignore it. And even then, we don't want to do the work to solve shit and to actually heal. It's also a society um, that doesn't prioritize healing. Um, it commodifies healing and even half heals a lot. We don't get to really grieve. And so something that I see that's always missing in the whole Columbine arguments of like, yes, we glorify too. We glorify killers a lot in America. But we are also hypocrites in that because we pick and choose what is considered, criminal and violent. When in actuality, the whole country glorifies violence. It likes to act like it's moral, but it's not. That's a whole nother thing. But the whole point is we don't prioritize grieving. But the whole point is when Columbine happened, we never targeted the issue of like um healing. We just rush. We do what we always do and rush. We rush past these dynamics and we hope that things get better. We leave it to the wind. And so we never really tackled the cause and effect of the kids. What do the kids actually need? No one's actually thinking about the well being of these kids. And it goes to all these other conclusions where, yes, in my mind, yes, it's a lot of people benefiting from having these cycles repeat for money and dominance, because we know America is built on social hierarchies of fear and violence and dominance. And it's a lot of people who don't want that cycle to end. The people who are selling and buying guns, the people who, um, you know, make money off of that fear. And I thought it was crazy to think that school is one of the main institutions that you go to. It's the first place you go to, the first institution you go to, and if they can get people scared right off the bat, that is a population that's easy to control. And so knowing America, seeing as this problem hasn't been solved so far, means that they want it to be there, and it's as simple as that. And even like coming to that honest conclusion is what America needs more of, our society needs more of, is a truth about things. Like because for me, a lot of issues in America and in our societies, they can be solved if someone really wanted it solved. um but it means it takes people either pushing hard enough or a huge social change in our morality and what we believe to be right and wrong. But it is, to this point, it's the normalization of violence and the normalization of violence on kids. And so, yeah, that's what I think. That's just my 2 cents because I see people go around it a lot. Like no one actually ever touched on, the actual healing core, what needs to be healed for these dynamics to stop, and then also so many people benefit from it not stopping. And that's where we have to be honest. And even still, these kids, a lot of these kids, they seem to come from this like neo-Nazi perspective, and we know damn well where that comes from as well. It's so it gets down to cause and effect. We really can go down to to the nitty gritty, but it's like people are wanting to make it seem so elusive. And so yeah, I just thought about that. That's insane. And um it's one of those topics that I revisit time and time and again, and I just have a different perspective on it, and it's just wild. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think.